What's up, folks? Steve Harris of Low Class Media. We're out here at Goertz Country, a brand new property we never raced on, and I'm screwed, and I'll tell you how. So some of you may have noticed in the initial highlights there that I actually was not on my own personal motorcycle, and that's because my motorcycle will not start. And I put a post out online to you guys on the Facebook group, and I'm overwhelmed by the support and how many people reached out to offer me a bike to ride for this race. And actually Phil Bain from San Marcos Motorcycles has come through huge for me because I'm gonna get to ride this. That's right, folks. I'm gonna be riding a Sherco 300 SEF. I've been really curious about these motorcycles for a long time, so I'm excited to be able to get on one and check it out. And that's why this race video is gonna double as a review video. So I'll be giving you my impressions of the Sherco 300 SEF. And what better way to do that by racing it for the first time I ride it. So here goes nothing. All right, folks, we are here with Lynn James from San Marcos Motorcycles. He was kind enough to arrange me getting this Sherco. And so I want to give him a shout out because they were so generous. Lynn, where can we find you guys?
You know, we're located on I-35 South, right in the middle of San Marcos. It's not too hard to find.
How can they find you online?
We've got sanmarcosmotorcycles.com. We've got a San Marcos Motorcycles Facebook page, and Philip is actually fairly active on social media.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and the bike I'm riding is actually Phil Bain's with San Marcos Motorcycle, and really excited to get on this thing. What brands do you guys sell?
We sell Betas and Shercos new, and then we sell everything used. We've got to keep a full inventory of used street bikes.
Awesome. Yeah, I did a Beta demo day, and those bikes were super sick. So you guys hit them up if you want to get a Beta or Sherco.
All right. So Steve, let me ask you: Are you excited about trying out the SEF 300?
Dude, I am so excited. I cannot tell you. I've been trying to review one of these bikes for a long time. Everybody who rides these, as I'm sure you know, they're always like, as soon as they get off, apparently they're like, this is the best bike I ever rode. This is the best bike I ever rode. So I don't want to set the expectation too high or anything, but I'm really looking forward to checking this thing out. I mean, it's got the KYB suspension stock. It's got a Kravovich, silencer on the thing?
Full tie exhaust.
Full titanium exhaust. I mean, this thing is tricked out right from the showroom floor. So really excited to see how this thing performs. I heard the power is super usable, but yeah, we're gonna go jump out and practice and check it out.
All right, man. Let me know what you think.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
All right, babe.
Mellow, rowdy. It makes a noticeable difference. A lot of bikes you can't tell. If you like, when you get out on the sand track, use the rowdy one. When you're in the woods, flip it down to mellow.
Good call. All right, thanks, bro. All right, folks. On the Sherco SE 300F. So far, it feels interesting. Oh yeah, nice usable power, feels like. Let's get out on this track and check out how this thing performs. Woo!
go platoon squat on this thing. Woo! Gotta get used to the brakes. On this thing, it's really good. I mean, it's soaking everything up, but it's just a better setup. The bar angle is a little wide, a little rolled forward for me. Taking a little bit to get used to. Lay it down into the corner quite like I want to, but it's a bar angle for sure. I actually love the way the front end feels. The engine on this thing is fucking phenomenal. Those things up. Didn't even feel those logs. Everything that everybody is saying about this bike is true. It is so easy to ride. I'm just having a little trouble with the front end just because the bar angle is rolled significantly higher. Significantly further forward than I'm used to. And so I'm having just like a little trouble getting the front end to squat while turning. Used to being on top of the bars a little more. But the suspension on this thing, you don't feel anything. I might need to stiffen it just slightly. Sorry, Phil, I'll put it back, I promise. I might need to stiffen it just a little in the front end. But other than that, it feels good. The motor is definitely more lively than my 250 for sure. But it's not so crazy that it like kills you. But it'll get up and go. It's like almost like the first part of the throttle is like kind of mellow. But then as soon as you like give it the beans, it's like, okay, I'll go. Like right there, just see it, shoot to it. Oh no! Gotta use these brakes. Oh shit! Ah! Okay, folks, impressions are, dude, the motor on this thing is so sick. It's so powerful yet so mellow, so usable, and dude, I love this bike.
All right, folks, just get back from practice. Did a couple laps. It's sick. The Sherco 300 SEF is sick. The extra power over the 250 that it has is so usable, and it's so welcome. Honestly, it's like this track is pretty tight, and even though the bike's kind of a, you know, a bigger bike or whatever, I mean, you just kind of fish your bars through the trees and then hammer the throttle, and instantly you're on the next turn. Chassis feels great. I was having a little issues with the front end just because it was set kind of soft. Came back to the truck, stiffened it up, rolled the handlebars back a little bit, and went back out, and I felt right at home. I mean, this thing is really sick. By the end of that second lap, I was laying into the turns more and able to kind of you know, lay it in like I do on my 250, and yeah, I'm sold. So let's get out and race, and I'll give you my race review after the race.
I'd like to give a big shout out to FXR Racing Gear and motorex lubricants and oils. Check their stuff out, folks. Woo! Oh boy, almost looped it out on the start. I did not get my bike launched. I've screwed up the starting procedure. Obviously not used to this Sherco. Good Lord, it's chaos. There's old Hudson. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh. That's a way to make things significantly harder on yourself. Stall your bike in turn 3. Oh my goodness. Face full of dirt right there. And single file, folks. I knew this was gonna happen. I just totally just let that guy go by.
Well.
Not happy about that one. Bad start. The Sherco really had a lot of power to dig out of the sand once you got on it. I love the motor on this bike. There it is. Let's go.
Well, that wasn't the start that we wanted.
No, indeed it was not. But hey, we're in the race. We're single file. Trying to just keep up with the pack here. The course was already from the get-go significantly more rough than where it was in practice, and I could kind of tell that I made a little bit of a mistake on setup. Putting on a little speed here. Oh, bad choice there. So when I first went out and practiced on this bike, it was pretty soft, and for how sandy the course was, it was kind of hard to control it. So I went back, and like I said earlier in the video, and I stiffened the bike up just all the way around. But one thing I did that was ill-advised, I think, was I got a little bit too generous with the clickers on the rear of the bike, and I could already tell I was taking a good bit of impact through the seat because of the misjudgment I made. so I don't want to take any shots at the Sherco because I mean, dude, this thing was awesome. The motor on the Sherco, I mean, it's just so smooth and just so predictable and really usable, you know. I explained it in practice, but really, it's like that first bit of the throttle. I mean, it's got grunt, but it's not gonna bite you. But I mean, as soon as you want more and you twist it, it'll give you more instantly. Look, there's a spot right here too. Also, the shifter was kind of low, and again, there were things about the bike that ergonomically were just not set up for me, right? And so it definitely presents a challenge in the race. One of those was the shifter was low, and so there was a lot of stuff where like you go off like a ledge, and if I wasn't quite all the way on the balls of my feet were a little bit forward, my foot would get under the shifter and click it up into the next gear, and so I'd find myself going down off of something, and then when I went to go back up, I'd be in a higher gear, like trying to find the power. But I was able to get the bars pretty much where I like them. The controls were a little high, but I didn't really want to start messing with everything on Philip's bike. There's old Casper. This spot here was just tough. It was so deep. And I mean, oh my gosh, every time I go to one of these races where you're doing a lot of maneuvering in the sand, I just get so exposed for how terrible I am. Not that I'm, you know, really that great of a rider in any condition, but Steve, pull the clutch in, you know, come on. So I'm just trying to keep moving right now. I still have, you know, some energy. I don't know kind of the configuration of the bar mounts on the triple clamps of this bike, but one thing I noticed too is when I stood up, I felt like the pegs were a lot closer to the bars than on my KTM, and so I felt a little bit tighter in a standing position, and so I kind of always felt like I was going over the front of the bike, and again, it's not a knock on the Sherco, but it's just, I just wish I would have had more time to spin with the bike to kind of get it set up for me. And so, I mean, if you can't stand up on this course and ride, you're pretty much, your ship is sunk pretty early. And so I was doing a lot of sit down riding, where some sections I probably would have stood up a bit more. Look at that, EL's different class, go for it, buddy. But I feel like if I would have been able to stand up a bit more, I had some additional energy.
Different class, and definitely a different class of rider.
I had some additional kind of energy reserves that I would have been able to tap into by, you know, being able to use my legs to absorb a lot of the gnarly trail that was out there. But this course, I mean, it's one of those courses that I hate to love. I mean, it was so cool, lots of different elements, and I don't necessarily mind tight courses so much. But when the roots came out on this thing, it just got so brutal, it got so rough, and then you could throw this deep sand in there too to tire you out, and it was really tough for me to deal with. And I found myself just like wondering, why do I do this to myself? Why do I come out here and race, but I just can't help but love it at the same time. I remember like right here was where I kind of realized I'm gonna have a problem standing up on this bike.
See a fucking thing.
Come on, get in the rut. Let's go. All right. Solid pass through the loops there. Decent navigation of that rut. What we got here? You know, could be better, but we're making it through. One thing, look at this. Just a small child, just making me look like a, you know, complete amateur beginner. One thing I noticed too, you know, riding all this sand is that, especially, you know, sitting down as much as I was, I'm not committed to being, you know, strong in my seat position, and so you see me a lot, you know, we're on and off the throttle, and I feel like when you're riding in sand, you can't be, you know, digging the front end, and that kind of on-off throttle operation is just a recipe for disaster. I heard somebody behind me. I was like, I'm just gonna get out of the way. I knew I was already starting to slow down. Yep. That's how you carry speed, folks. Just go up to the corner and stop, turn, basically stop again, and then go. Back to the sanctuary of the woods. Look at that, folks. All those guys that were just beating me down, here they are again. Consistency is key. So is speed. One thing I forgot about too was that map switch. I definitely did like the more mellow map in the woods, but I just kept forgetting to use it because I don't really ever change anything on my bike on the fly. But especially when I was tired and my core is just so tired, that kind of initial hit of power and you're just and that clicking that map switch down to the lower setting kind of took some of that, you know, joltiness on, you know, an initial opening of the throttle. This was absolutely a race of survival by the end of it. There's a lot of people who I heard the next day, even with the water, was a good bit better just because of the traction that the Goertz had. Come on, keep it in a straight line, buddy. I'm pretty sure someone later in my video went down in that creek. Because I was going by there one time and I saw someone down there. And, I mean, oh great. Perfect place to stall your motorcycle. Luckily that guy was able to deal with my mistake for me. Like right here, listen. I'm in a higher gear. By accident. That's where my foot goes under the shifter and it clicked it up going over those little drop-offs. Come on, Steve. Stay on the throttle. Trying to go a little faster here. Yeah, this is interesting right here. In practice, when I first went out on the bike, because the bike was set up pretty soft, it went right over those logs. You didn't feel anything. I mean, it tracked perfectly in a straight line, no deflection or anything. But when I stiffened it up during practice, I mean, I mean, it was like at like 10 clicks on the fork, and I put it to like 4. So I mean, it was a big change. When I would go over those logs in the race, I mean, I was just like boom, boom. Almost crashed like every time. Come on. Get moving. I kept hitting trees. I thought my cord was going to get pulled out of my GoPro. Oh, now someone's behind me. Is this it? Oh yeah, this is it. They yelled different class, so I get out of the way. But what's funny is, I didn't see him. I didn't see who went by. And further ahead, you'll see it. Let's see.
Come on.
I think it's coming up. Oh yeah, so I get here and I see this bike in front of me, and I could see that it was Dustin Inglesby, and I was like, oh, I'm catching Dustin. You know, I used to be faster. Well, Dustin was faster than me, I think, for a while. Then I got a little faster than him, and then he caught back up, and now he's past me again. And I thought he was in my class, and I was like, oh, well, at least I'm catching Dustin, you know, because yeah, I think he's a little bit faster than me now. But he's in 250B, and he's already caught me from the class behind and passed me, and I'm catching him here, and I'm thinking like, oh man, I may be tired, but I'm doing something here. This is brutal back in here.
Fuck.
I saw that log, I was like, nah, not right now, folks, not right now. This is the guy that passed me earlier when I stalled, and he was letting different class people go by, and he saw me, and he was like, nah, I'm not letting this guy go in front of me. There you go.
Gotta be kidding me, get on the bike.
Just crash it, Steve. Just throw it into the bushes for nothing. pull the bike over. I hear someone behind me. The pros are already coming through. These guys are fast, man. It's very, very disheartening. It's very eye-opening when you're... Now he let me by. I don't know why. I think he was doing better than me. It's just very discouraging when you're out there literally like just trying to survive and these pros are going by you like, hey man, you having fun? Oh, cool. All right. Well, we'll see you. It's like, where do they find the energy? Little smooth line on the edge there. Oh, there you go, Steve. Roll speed, roll speed. Keep that corner speed high, man. You're doing great. Jeez. All right, lap 3, folks. Not a lot happens on these final couple laps, and so I try to keep them pretty short here. And look at this. The aggression. Look at the way they're charging out. I feel like I'll just never be able to do that. Can't do the sand, so I'll just try not to hit it. That actually kind of worked out. Here goes old Nate Krasinski, fellow Sherco rider. Quite a bit better than me, obviously. Get out of the way, folks. That's right. Just redefining the idea of the B rider. Never knew it could look this slow. All right, put a little speed right here for me, I guess. Oh, just get out of the way. Yep. Picked up a passenger there. I could hear my bike. I was like, I was like, what is that? Easy now, come on. There he goes. I'm not sure if that was the dude in my class or a pro or not. I mean, I don't know. Easy. Oh. It happens just like that, folks. You're done. You're on the ground. Take your time. Look off the edge to the right. Yeah, see? Now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were like a sweeper or something coming from another direction or something, but I mean, it looks like to me that they accidentally went off. But I didn't see them later, so I guess they got out. Come on, Steve, just get through it. Man, this is really fast.
God, fuck.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Come on, dude. God, fuck.
I don't think that guy laughed at me. There you go. Take a breath, buddy. Come on. Good God. It's bad, folks. It's bad. Just climbing out of the bushes. Now we're just totally done. There you go. Just try to crash again, buddy. Hops over like a gazelle and is gone. Oh, okay. I started seeing these little like, well, of course I didn't do it right, but I started seeing these little outside paths like right here. You can see a line to the outside that people are running through instead of going in the deep sand and the rut and everything. And yeah, that's Ryan Watson right there, I believe.
Come on, dude.
Jeez, it is so bad. This is embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. Oh, nice. Sorry, Philip. This is not my bike, remember, folks. Alright. There you go, dude. Just stop. That's the way to pick up time, is just stop.
I'm roasted, folks.
Wow, I showed a lot more of lap 3 than I realized. This is how you hit this thing fast right here. Yeah. Alright. Use the power of that bike to really just, you know, not do anything, because I didn't. Now here you go. This is where you hit it. This is where you hammer it right here. wish that horn was in a better spot. I could use it more. Come on, dude, hit that rut. Might have been the fastest I took that turn the whole race, to be honest. Just stay on the throttle. Oh, yeah. No, you didn't do it. Yeah, now just lay it over and gun it. Oh, nah, didn't do it. There's old Chris. Let's see, go. Just drive straight off the track. Oh my goodness. I've got a lot to learn, folks. All right, lap 4. Major clip ahead here.
Oh God.
Oh man, just. Let's see what happens here. Jeez. Just weakness, folks. Oh, this is the way you ride sand right here. Yep. Oh, there it is. And I pick the bike up. Oh, too far, and I drop it. I realized I was like right in the blind corner here. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I heard someone else coming. Started honking the horn, just give him a little warning. Oh, that's Gavin. This is how you do it, folks. Take notes, all right? Get your pen and pencil out. Start taking some notes, man. This is a clinic on how to do it. Oh, better get out of the way, Steve.
I know.
Clearly, I was frustrated. That's the second time I've gotten passed by that guy. Oh yeah. It's funny because you know when you're way behind in the race when like there's a lot less people standing on the features and looking or watching people, you know, and there was a whole bunch of people watching that creek, and then when I came by, I switched to video mode here. I was like, I don't care about this race anymore. Go, Riley! Let's see these guys here. Like, I'll just nestle back in behind these two. There it is. That was a tough one, folks. Let me tell you, that was so hard. Oh my God. Folks, that was so hard. I don't know. I mean, I saw people going by me, flying by me. I'm like, how do you do that? This trail, I loved it. I absolutely love this trail, but I'll say
It was so physical and so tiring and so demanding. But the old Sherco SEF 300 didn't miss a beat. I know if I would have been on my 250, it would have struggled with the power just because there was some deep sand out there. And one thing I loved about that 300 is that the more you twist it, the more it gives you, and it's smooth and it's like usable. I made some maybe mistakes on the setup on the suspension, and so I was taking a little bit more of the roots in the hands than I would have liked to, but that's my fault. The bike itself was awesome, honestly. I mean, it's a bigger bike, but it flicks real good through the woods. Once I got the handlebars set in the position I wanted, that definitely helped a lot. And yeah, I mean, I felt pretty much right at home from the get-go. And yeah, if you're thinking about a Sherco, for sure check out San Marcos Motorcycles out in San Marcos, Texas, and hit up Phil, hit Lynn up, and get you a bike. But if I had to sum up my experience briefly, you know, just quickly, I would say the Sherco SEF 300 is a very easy bike to ride. It's real flickable in the woods, but still has a motor that's just butter smooth and just gives you what you need whenever you need it. If you want to ride it slow, you can ride it slow. It's got a lot of lugging ability and it doesn't bite you. But if you want to rev it out, it's still got plenty of power and it'll go. So that's my take on the bike. I definitely am interested in one. I might be looking at one, but yeah. Have you ridden a SEF 300? If you have, tell me how it was in the comments below. In any case, folks, that's it. We're on to round 6, or maybe, yeah, 6, I think. Not sure where it is. Maybe it's Let's Ride Ranch, but looking forward to that one, and see you guys there. Peace.